Hi, Robin.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I am fired up and ready to roll.
Yay! Awesome.
I got one girl, the one I asked you about, she's going to let me know, but she's either going to get oils or possibly even a kid. I'm not sure yet. So,
That's exciting.
and she asked me, she'd called me. She lives in Minnesota. She called me and asked me what I've been up to. And so I told her,
Very cool. Where do you live again?
I live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I used to live in Lake City, Minnesota.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
Hi, Linda. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, hello, friends.
Hello. Hello. Oh, it is on.
Boo is Veronica, right?
You muted her.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember that from last night. I'm like, I know it's not Boo.
I have to fix that. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. You look like you're having a nice, relaxing time. I'm
here with my
jealous.
sister. My sister Rachel is my sponsor, actually. So
Cool. Awesome.
we're here.
Good deal. And I think Jenny is on. We will get started. We may have a few more people hopping on. Otherwise, I will definitely record this class, so it will be a shareable link. If you guys have questions, go ahead and ask them. I'm going to mute just for background noise. But as soon as you have anything to chime in at all, I do not like to be the only one talking. So go ahead and pop in and share or comment or ask away, okay? Or use the chat as well. What I usually tell people to do before this class, well, first of all, this class comes from Grow Workspace. So in addition to having all the free classes from Vital 180, I love Grow Workspace because they just have that and so much more. And if ever you see a class that you want and you want all the information to, I can definitely send it out for you. So what I usually tell people before this class is to make sure that you have the Think Dirty app. And I think a few of you on here have that app. It is just freaking phenomenal. Like, I absolutely love it. So it is a free app. Now, the last time I was at a class, just my last class, somebody told me it was asking them to like subscribe to it, which I've never had happen before. But it looks like, I don't know if you can see that. Well, now it's on. But anyways, it kind of is black, yellow, and red when you look in the in your app store. And it is super phenomenal because if I was just getting into Young Living, what I would do is, or what I do when people are just getting into Young Living is I ask them. The beauty of our Essential Rewards program is that you can start ditching and switching all the harmful things that you use in your house for ones that are clean through Young Living that actually earn you free oils, free Essential Rewards points, okay? So it's a phenomenal program for that reason. But when you're just starting and you're like, well, I don't know where to start. I'm like, well, just take this Think Dirty app with you for like 24 hours or 48 hours, 72 hours, something like that, and scan in every single product that you're using. So like if I would say Windex, I'm going to look up what Windex has in it, and I search in the search bar, and it will actually, wish I could share this screen, but it will actually show you that little red number 8 in the top corner. That is the rating that it gives it. So it's 1 through 10, 5 to 10 being dirty, basically, or 1 to 5 being clean. And then there's a little bit of a middle section, but anything in the red is dirty. And what that means is like chock full of possibly cancer causing agents. Okay. And that's things that we want to get out of our house, because as we're trying to stay healthy, like even through cold and flu season right now, you guys, the more toxic you are, the more inflammation you have in our bodies, the more likely it is that these illnesses are going to cling to us. So if we can kick the chemicals to the curb and start living kind of more natural, more healthy, then we're going to stay healthier. We're not going to be getting full of all this nasty stuff. Not to say that it's not going to happen. I'll be real with you guys. Evan, one of my Evans, my 10-year-old, he got influenza B 3 weeks ago. And this just Saturday, he got influenza A. But guess what? People are putting on Facebook that they're in the hospital or they're sick at home for weeks, days, weeks, months with influenza. He pops out of it. He popped out of it the first time in 24 hours and this time in 48 hours, like totally better. And none of us are getting it. So it's not to say that maybe something won't catch on to you, right? He's the one in the house that has kind of a weaker immune system, but it's not lasting as long for sure. And none of us are getting sick because we're diffusing. And we're not using all the chemical crap in our house. Anyways, back to the app. Try not to have too many squirrel moments. So you click on Windex, you see it's an 8, and you're like, well, why is it an 8? So if you see here, it'll pop up all the red chemicals are the harmful ones. A lot of the times it's going to show harmful because it has fragrance in it. Okay, and we're going to go through why that is. But if I actually click on fragrance, then it will tell me what is in it. So it says, name, fragrance, or usage. A combination of nearly 3,000 fragrant ingredients is added to most personal care products to mask odors or add a pleasant scent. Health impacts. Allergic reactions, possible carcinogen. Cancer-causing agent is what that's saying, okay? Possible or not possible. I want that out of my house, right? And it tells you that basically in the United States, there's this Trade Secret Act that allows people to list fragrance, but not actually list those harmful chemicals in it, making it a fragrance. Whereas like it's going to be filled with stuff that's not allowed in Europe and not allowed in Canada and not allowed in other countries, but still allowed in the USA, which is just absolutely crazy. So what do? I find that product, I exit off my list, right? You know, if you have to for peace of mind and in not wasting money, fine, keep using it. But when you're out of it, be done, right? So what I just threw it all away, right? And I just replace it with 1 bottle of Thieves, which we're gonna go through tonight. So 1 bottle of Thieves household cleaner. If I'm looking up a cleaner, I'm replacing that with this. If I'm looking up Tresemme shampoo and conditioner, I'm replacing it with my Young Living shampoo and conditioner. Some things are going to take a little longer to get used to. It took me a really long time to get used to the Aroma Bright toothpaste. So that's this one right here. If they would have had the whitening toothpaste to begin with, I'd have swapped that right away with no like sad feelings about it. This one doesn't have the same like texture as toothpaste, so it took me a little bit longer, right? So you just, what I would tell people to do is when you're Colgate, which is like one of the worst toothpaste ever, okay, and the fastest way to your mouth, to your brain is through your buccal cavities under your tongue. It absorbs to your brain, right? So put your toothpaste in the Think Dirty app. What I would tell people is when your toothpaste is only like 1/4 of it left, throw this on your Essential Rewards. And by the time the toothpaste is out, you'll have your new toothpaste shipped to you. And the cool thing is that you're earning 10 to 25% back on Essential Rewards. So lots of cool reasons to transfer by. Plus you guys should have seen by now that our promo items this month are, you get $300 in free oils if you shop through Young Living instead of through Walmart or wherever it is you shop, and it gets shipped right to your door. So you can't beat that. If you're doing Essential Rewards, make sure you're doing the While Go, which is the subscription shipping. So it's like Amazon Prime. It's a lot less expensive per shipment when you calculate it out. And if you have questions, I can explain that in a little bit. So anyways, this is the Think Dirty app that I was talking about. And I'm just going to set this up here. I'm going to see if I can do, well, I'm going to kind of be looking down, guys. Sorry, I apologize. So anyways, as the world becomes more aware of what is and isn't healthy or all natural and toxin-free products are becoming more and more popular, the question that we want to ask is, are those products really safe? Okay, I've gone and I've bought things like, especially when I'm out of whatever I'm out of, and I go and I'm like, I'm gonna try and buy the needed or the most chemical-free or all-natural thing you can buy, but then I buy like 7th generation or Tom's or something like that, And then I actually go and scan the product or search for it when I get home, and I see some of the ingredients that say that they're supposed to be all natural. Like it'll say free from this and free from this and free from that, but then it still has harmful ingredients in it. And I'm like, well, son of a nutcracker, you know? So I really try not to run out of any of the stuff that I use religiously, especially Thieves Cleaner. But you still have to do your research. It's like people saying that all oils are the same, or all of them are created equal, or all of them are all natural therapeutic grade. That's a bunch of BS, to be honest. You have to do your research. You have to know the company. So the Think Dirty app is absolutely phenomenal. But still do your research. Some of the products, some of the things in that app that they say are like medium, I don't think is good, okay? I don't think sodium lauryl sulfate is good. I don't think propylene glycol is good. Sodium lauryl sulfate is the thing that when companies test their products on mice, they irritate their skin by putting on sodium lauryl sulfate on the mice to irritate the skin, so then they can see if their product will fix the skin irritation. And that's in most of our personal care products and cleaners, right? Propylene glycol, that's like, I believe that's like antifreeze. So when the EPA actually disposes of propylene glycol, they have to be in full body suits. But again, that's in a lot of our stuff. So make sure you're checking it out. You can also look things up on the Environmental Working Group, the EWG's website, to see why an ingredient is giving a higher rating. If the ingredient is last ingredient listed on the product label, there's usually just a small amount in the product. Then, you know, use your own judgment. But products rated 1 to 2 on the app are totally, completely safe in my opinion, but I still do the research just to make sure that the app isn't missing anything. So if scanning every single product at the store feels uber time consuming, it's a great idea to find a company that has your health in mind and is committed to producing products that are safe and effective. That's why we choose Young Living. So we don't have to sit there and scan stuff, because we know that Young Living follows strict guidelines, that they don't want chemicals in our products, that they do the research, they double test on everything, and they are committed to providing us with safe products. Plus, like, let's be real, where else will give you 25% back plus $300 in free oils for shopping through them, okay? So throughout this class, we're going to talk about some shocking things that might be lurking in your cabinets. And that's not to scare you, it's to educate you. Because I was addicted to Pine Sol, and I was addicted to bleach, right? 6 years ago. I loved the smell of a Pine Sol clean house. I'd be like, oh, the cleaning lady was here today. She brought her Pine Sol. It's so good, right? I didn't know any better. Now when I smell Pine Sol, I want to puke because I know what it is doing, right? So we're also going to give you safe alternatives that will provide you different options. And try, you guys, baby steps is better than no steps at all, right? It's really easy to ditch and switch when you're on essential rewards. And ask people, you know, if you want to know what people are using for certain things, just pop it in one of the Facebook groups, because I know that you're all in a whole bunch of them, and you'll see what people are using, okay? So let's see here. Household makeover. One of the number one things we all use for a clean house is household cleaner. So this is my favorite product. You guys can see in my little box here. This is the Thieves Household Cleaner. The EWG, the Environmental Working Group, a nonprofit organization focused on the environment and public health, has a website that actually lists the safety information of common household products that you use to clean your home. These products contain ingredients that have carcinogens in them, that are asthma instigators and poisons, which means some sparkly cleaners might come down at a really high price. Many of the generic cleaners have phthalates in them, which interfere with hormones. You guys, this I cannot, like, I don't want to preach, but I cannot say more about. Hormone disrupting chemicals are in so many of our products. And when you think about what that means, is our hormones, our endocrine system controls all of the things that help our body function, right? Our weight, our mood, our sleep. our mood, all of the things that say, you know, should I sweat? Should I not sweat? Should I smell? Should I not smell? Like, you know, your reproductive system, right? All those kind of changes that we go through. So if you're using chemicals chock full of all of this crap that disrupts your endocrine system and your hormones, it's no wonder why we have people with fertility problems, that can't sleep at night, that can't stay healthy, that can't let go of weight, right? That's another huge reason to get rid of some of these chemicals in your house. Thieves Cleaner does not contain those big bad phthalates. Instead, it contains 2 different sulfates that are derived from coconut oil and sugar, which is kind of cool. If Aaron, my husband, was down here right now, he'd say, it's so safe you can drink it. And then he would drink it. And then he would say, I regret doing that again because it really doesn't taste that good, but it is safe, okay? These all natural and safe sulfates are considered surfactants, which contain a molecule that loves water and a molecule that hates water. That means that Thieves Cleaner actually sticks to the surface and grabs the oil and then washes it away easily with water. My husband and I were just talking about right now the house that we're living in does not have a dishwasher. With 7 people, that sucks. But it doesn't have a dishwasher. And so when you look at some of the, like right now I have an all natural soap because my Aaron's order didn't get here with my other soap. And it does not say anywhere on there that it's antibacterial or antiviral. And we don't wash our dishes in 160-degree water, right? So when anybody is sick in our house or any germs that might be, you know, from raw chicken or whatever it is, when we're washing that, it's just sitting on our plate, right? So if you use the Thieves eats 99.6% of bacteria and viruses. You can use the Thieves soap or even take a capful of Thieves Cleaner in your dishwater. Okay, there's tons of hacks for the Thieves soap, and I think that we'll get to that in just a little bit. But Thieves Cleaner can be used on so many different surfaces: countertops, bathrooms, floors, toys, clothes, carpets, mirrors, windows, and more. It makes the best Windex, you guys. Of course, hold on one second. Evan Segrin, can you get me the Thieves Cleaner out of the bathroom? I have these bottles all over my house, but of course, there's not one that's close to me. It makes the best Windex. So you take a capful of this Thieves Cleaner, the brown spray bottle with the Thieves Cleaner in it. You take a capful of this and you put it in a spray bottle, and I add like lemon and orange because I love the smell of orange. And lemon is what makes extra sparkles and all that, you know, extra clean and extra kill stuff. There's lemon already in it, but not like, I like to add extra lemon, and I do notice a difference. So 1 capful. So you're talking a $22 bottle of Thieves Cleaner, right? You can make 100 household all-purpose cleaners, right? When I sampled this out, I got like 75 capfuls, and it wasn't all the way full. So it's just freaking awesome. But really, truly, 1 capful of this and the rest water, you wouldn't think that it's going to be better than Windex, but it's way better than Windex. The results are awesome. I also add when there's a lot of bugs and ants and stuff, I'll add peppermint to it. But I think the bottle that I use that has peppermint in it doesn't get as streak free, but peppermint keeps all the spiders away, all the ants away, all the rodents away. So I like to have peppermint in my cleaner too, especially in this older house that we're living in. So let's see. Sorry, I lost my spot here. Can you shut the door, Marky, so I can't hear that, please? So spot check a small area before you use your Thieves Cleaner, but I've used it on I've used it on hardwood floor, I've used it on laminate floor, I've used it on tile windows, I've used it on clothes, couches. I mean, just absolutely everything. Yes. No, you can't, honey. Go back in there, please. And I'll come tuck you in just a little bit. Okay, so it's also cost effective like we talked about. Can't beat $1 for a spray bottle. Actually, it's like 50 cents for a all-purpose cleaner. They do have this little DIY soft scrub. So if you want to take a picture of that or screenshot it, but I also can pop the sway link up that will give you this information. If you need to move the little screen of people, if your screen of people is up, then you can move that with your mouse and take a screenshot. But I love the soft scrub. I think it works really good. It's 3 cups of baking soda, 3/4 cup of Thieves household cleaner, 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar. This is going to get you a huge batch, you guys. 30 drops of lemon essential oil. It will be the texture of a paste. Store it in an airtight container, best if used within 3 months. So always when you use this too, or any of this stuff, make sure you take before and after pictures. One of our leaders, Krishna, she has like an amazing picture of cleaning her bathtub and her toilet, which was like yellowish in some areas. And she used this recipe and took before and after pictures, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So there's another one that's going to be oh yeah, here's a before and after picture right here. It's kind of looks like what Krishna's looked like. So super cool. It says there's an all natural whitener recipe, which is right here. It says when life gives you lemons, make all natural whitener. So skip those harsh chemicals. If you guys are all about the whole DIY, make your own stuff, it is kind of fun. If you are not, then don't. But I like when I invite people over to do this kind of stuff, because I don't really like to do it all by myself, but when I'm with friends, it's kind of fun to do these kind of make and take kind of stuffs. So there's the all natural whitener. Again, I have a sway link, which is a textable link that I can text you guys this class too. Bathroom makeover. Let's chat about your bathroom products and what you're actually putting in your mouth. The FDA has not defined the term natural and has not established regulatory definition for this in cosmetic labeling. That means it's a very loose term when used on your personal care products. Long story short, don't be fooled by clever marketing that we talked about before. The FDA has banned the chemical triclosan from hand soaps. This chemical was not proven to be safe or effective in bacterial hand soaps. However, it's still being used in your toothpaste, right? And teeth whitening products, antiperspirants, deodorants, shaving products, and creams. So why would they say it's not safe for hand soaps, but they're letting it be in something that's in our mouth, right? This is another one. Triclosan is one that can cause an interaction with those hormone receptors in our body. So why is it still in our products is something we should be asking ourselves, or just start swapping out for the Young Living. You guys, you can literally swap out every single personal care product and cleaner in your house for Young Living products. And they are super cost effective. You might look at, like, I just happen to have this hand lotion, Sensation hand lotion here. You might look at it and I don't even know what this is. Maybe it's $16 for hand lotion or something like that. Maybe it's more. I don't even know, to be honest. But you can make at least 2 bottles of hand lotion, right? And when you're putting it on your hands and touching your precious little babies and pets and all that kind of stuff, you know that what is soaking into your bloodstream and your kids' bloodstreams is safe, and you don't have to worry about it. So if ever there's something that you want to use and it's just not in your budget, number one, ask us how we can make it affordable, because there's always hacks that you can cut things down, usually dilute them times at least 2, if not 4, or get those other things that are what you find cost effective, order those through Essential Rewards, and then save up your points for those things that maybe aren't in your budget how you would like. Okay, so here's some of the favorites they show for the bathroom makeover. I 100% would say that the whitening toothpaste, not only does it deliver really good results, like you can notice a difference after one brushing, but it also, I feel like the texture is better. I don't know if any of you guys have a favorite Young Living toothpaste that you've tried, or have any opinions on any of the toothpastes, but that's an easy swap and an important swap is your toothpaste.
I've tried all of them, and I definitely, hands down, like the whitening one better.
Awesome, thank you.
Feels better in your mouth.
It does, it totally does. And you only need a pea-sized amount. We get so used to taking our toothbrush and going all across the toothbrush. You don't need that. You need a pea-sized amount. So sometimes it's hard for your kids to realize that, and that's kind of sad because they use a lot of toothpaste. But we're teaching them. So they do have dental floss. They've got mouthwash. You guys, I dilute the mouthwash. And this is one that took me a little while to swap over to too, because you're used to that Listerine taste, and then Thieves is a little spicy, but when you dilute it, it's not as spicy. So the kids even use it. It's also really good if you have kink or sores, the Thieves mouthwash is. The Thieves toothpaste Aroma Bright, what I will say is it is still, we have deodorant now that works pretty good. It's the CitraGuard, but I still sometimes throw this on as deodorant. I know, it's kind of crazy. That's what I'm wearing today. And I did not smell pleasant before putting this on, and I put this on, and it like has a good feeling to it, and it totally takes away the stink. I'm just saying. When you switch to deodorant through Young Living or any all natural deodorant, it will take your armpits a little time to detox. So Young Living makes a deodorant. It's called Meadow Mist or Mountain Mint. I think both of those are natural detoxing deodorants. Those you want to put on at night, okay? Because they actually are to help your body detox. And when you're detoxing, you will stink, okay? So you take the deodorant and you put it on underneath your armpits. For the women, underneath your breasts, right? And you can go down, over your ovaries and stuff. And that's going to help our bodies detox. It takes a good 6 months to detox from unhealthy deodorant. And think about this: the most common place for breast cancer to show up is actually in your armpits. Okay, so correlation there, right? So start your deodorant detox. Again, I love using Aroma Bright for deodorant, but I also love the CitraGuard deodorant the best. You have to play around with it. I noticed that when I was younger, when I was growing up, I had to use like a man's deodorant for the antiperspirant part because I would sweat a lot. And so I just got used to always wearing deodorant and always still sweating and putting on more deodorant and still sweating. When I did this deodorant detox, you guys, I actually, a lot of days, unless I'm like hardcore working out, which these days is not often, but if I'm doing something to work up a sweat, I'll throw on deodorant. If I'm not, I won't throw on deodorant, and I don't smell and I don't sweat. But I have done a lot of detoxing over the last 6 years. So, they do say avoid applying the deodorant, the Thieves toothpaste, immediately after shaving because you can kind of burn. Okay, kitchen makeover. Time to talk the kitchen. Gosh, you guys, we've got awesome kitchen products. This one in the middle right here, this fruit and veggie spray. Again, another totally favorite product of mine. My son is addicted to Honeycrisp apples. It costs us a fortune in apples every month. I'm not going to lie. He has like 2 a day. They're not cheap, but he keeps them up in his room because otherwise the other kids will eat the apples and he like has OCD about being out of apples. I know, weird problem to have. Anyways, he takes fruit and veggie spray up in his room so he can clean off his apple and then just rinse it under the sink water and wipe it off. But I'm confident that if anybody touched that apple in the supermarket that has influenza, I don't have to worry about it. And also all of any harsh things that might have been sprayed on the apples, we don't want that kind of stuff too, because all of that just wreaks so much havoc in our body. I've got this machine, it's called the Zyto scanner. If you can ever get a scan from anybody, make sure that you do. I have the balance. It gives you a 21-page report. It will pull up if you're eating too many bad chemicals on your fruits and veggies, right? It'll pull up glyphosate, which is Roundup. It'll pull up pesticides, all that stuff. If we're not doing a good enough job watching our fruits and veggies off, can cause a big problem. So it says, you may think, why do I need to worry about the soap I use to wash my dishes? I'm not eating them or putting them on my body. You're not eating your plate for lunch. However, you do put the food on your dishes, the food that picks up the detergent residue, and then you ingest it. So that means you're ingesting your soap, okay? That means that you inhale the chemicals that the dishwasher releases during washing, right? So we do have also a Thieves dish soap, dishwashing powder. I'm always honest. I'm not here to sell you guys product that you're not going to love. So I always tell my opinion. I tried the old version of the dishwashing powder. I didn't love it. I never tried the new stuff. All I use when I had a dishwasher is a cap full of this Thieves cleaner. But I also take a 5 ml bottle of lemon oil, right? I take a 5 ml bottle of lemon and I throw this in here because when I didn't do that, my dishes were coming out with spots on them. Not that I really care, but anyways, if I am putting lemon in the big bottle, I take a 15 ml. This is like 4 to 5 little bottles. So I'll take a 15 ml bottle in here. It's more cost effective to buy the big one, but the little one has a better cap for pouring. Weird, I know, but it does. So I always tell people, start with a little bottle and then get your refill a big bottle because it saves you money in the long run, totally, okay? It should last you quite a long time. So swap out your not so safe dish soap with the Thieves cleaner. This is another one that people I think have a harder time swapping out. Linda or Christine, one of you guys have a good hack for the dish soap. Maybe you both do.
I divided in 3. I add a tablespoon of baking soda and then fill it up with water.
Yep. So, and Christine, do you do something different if you're still around?
I'm here. I just add it with the water and put it in a pump.
Okay. So,
Yep. I use those little pumps like I did at the class.
right.
Do it
Yep.
about a quart away and then fill the rest up with water and put it in a foam pump. It lasts
Yep.
longer.
That's what I do too. I like mine in a foaming pump. So we take 1 bottle of this dish soap and make it in 3. Some people make it in 4. I've heard people even making it farther than that. But if you put it, you can buy these or save anytime you get a hand soap, save it because you can always reuse them, right? You can buy these foaming pump bottles on Amazon, and so then break your dish soap up into 3 foaming pump bottles, and or just use one at a time and refill it. But just like this much Thieves cleaner, and then you can put baking soda, you can put extra lemon oil, you could put Thieves household cleaner in there, shake it up, and then you'll get a little bit more of the foamingness. There's different hacks you guys can search in our Facebook group that people have shared to make the dish soap work the way that they want. What else was I gonna say about the dish soap? I don't know. I lost my thought there. Anyways, yeah, so they say the same thing to make your dish soap last longer and give you, the bubbles. So sodium lauryl sulfate is the foaming agent. Okay, so it's also a very harsh chemical. So if you can get used to less foaminess, then you'll be more comfortable with the dish soap. But some people are like, I just need it to foam. The more bubbles, the better. The more bubbles, the more sodium lauryl sulfate, the more not awesome it is. Okay, so that's what I have to say about that. Other kitchen favorites is the hand soap. You guys, a lot of people don't realize this, but they have these big bottles of hand soap refills. Okay? And again, hand soap. I take one of the Young Living Thieves hand soaps and I make 3 out of it. I add water and I feel like the consistency is even better by diluting it. Okay? But otherwise, I buy this hand soap container and I just fill about the Thieves bottle 1/3 of the way full. Make room. The pump part of it is really big. So that in itself, you can't fill that hand soap all the way. Okay. Otherwise it'll just go over. But this is more cost effective getting the refill this way. Just so you guys know, share that with your members too. A lot of people don't realize. I think Krishna told me like 4 years into it. She's like, I didn't know they had hand soap refills. Guys, they have so many stuff. Just go soak through the product guide every once in a while or online because it's not all in the product guide. Laundry makeover is the next one. Using safe laundry detergent means one more step living above the wellness line. It is one of the first things you guys should replace because it affects your entire family, right? When I switched and got rid of my laundry, I was using like an all natural free and clear, and then I was using the draft free and clear for the baby. When I switched, my son's eczema went away. I know, and we were using like a free and clear before. So I switched to Thieves household cleaner. That was one thing that helped his eczema, and he had allergy-induced asthma, so his asthma got better too, just from switching to Thieves cleaner. We didn't have dish soap at the time, so I just did this Thieves household cleaner, 1 capful in the laundry. You can even make little roll-ons with like Thieves and lemon and baking soda, and you can just Google Young Living stain remover stick, DIY stick or something. You can make that if you want to pre-treat. I don't pre-treat anything. And I've got 5 boys, you guys, like they get muddy. If it's a really muddy mess, I'll do 2 capfuls. And I'm always very, very pleased with the results that I get from this. So replacing your toxic dryer sheets. Oh my gosh, they are one of the most toxic things that are in your house are dryer sheets. So you can get wool dryer balls and then just add your favorite essential oils to them and it works really great and you're not putting all those like thousands of chemicals on your clothes. And like you sit in your clothes. Sometimes you sweat in your clothes. They are being absorbed. Your skin is your thinnest organ. So everything you put on your skin gets absorbed into your bloodstream. And into your body throughout the entire day. So when you guys are done, go scan the laundry soap you're using and see with the Think Dirty app and see what it pulls up. And then keep track of those kinds of things. It's common to see that sodium lauryl sulfate in detergents. Again, that's the foaming agent that is actually linked to skin irritation and eye irritation, organ toxicity, developmental and reproductive toxicity, neurotoxicity, endocrine disruptors, and biochemical or cellular changes, possible mutations, and cancer. I know, that's crazy. silly that we use all that kind of stuff, but it's not, I didn't know it before, and I don't judge people ever because I was like loading up on all those chemicals because I wasn't educated. And that's where I feel like it's our job to educate the people that we care about, okay? I love the oils, but I know the other side of chemical-free living, right? I know what it feels like to get those phone calls every single day of somebody new that has cancer, or a friend of a friend, or a friend of a friend, family members. And I hate it. So if we can make baby steps to protect our loved ones, I think that we owe that to people. Okay, air fresheners. Who here loves candles and having your home smell amazingly fresh and clean with those really awesome candles that people love to burn? So if you look at the EWG's Hall of Shame list, air fresheners can be some of the worst culprits. Oh my gosh, I used to love my Glade plugins, you guys, and then I loved my Scentsy pots and all that kind of crap. Air fresheners, the term fragrance can be composed, again, of hundreds of ingredients, but under US regulations, they can just be listed as fragrance. That means when you see the ingredient fragrance, you don't actually know what you're getting. So that is a big reason why a lot of people will actually get headaches when they'll be like, well, I burn a lavender candle, but it gives me a headache. It's not lavender. It's synthetically created chemicals that they synthetically, make smell like lavender. So diffusing lavender shouldn't give you a headache. Well, I think lavender smells disgusting diffused personally, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. So be courteous not only to your own health, but to the people that come into your home. Be courteous of their health and replace those unsafe air fresheners and those candles with a safe diffuser. Get rid of those car diffuse, or those things that you hang that make it smell like the new car scent or whatever it is. And you can make like the easiest little, like take a clothespin and put a cotton ball taped on it and stick it onto your car vent, and you'll make yourself a like little 50-cent, 25-cent diffuser, right? And put your oils in there. Let's see. It says not only can you use a scent like lavender to fill your room with a fresh aromatic bouquet, but you can also help it calm your mood and get a restful night's sleep. You can diffuse thieves and lemon and purification essential oils to eliminate the odor and just stay healthy. I really, really, really believe, you guys, the reason that when influenza hit our house and it only stayed there for 24 hours was because we diffuse like crazy every single day, and we take Super C. All of us take Super C every day. This last time Evan got the other strain of influenza, he hadn't taken Super C for 5 days, right? So this is what you get. Take your Super C, put your oils on. I didn't really say that. That would have been mean of me. He's only 10. That's what I was thinking, though. Okay, so now that we've covered, well, we haven't actually covered all of the products, I don't think. They make a fruit and veggie soak. I just like the spray, but if you buy a whole bunch of fruit and veggies at once, you can put a capful of this in your sink and fill it up and get them all nice and clean. They do make a laundry soap, okay? So it's like 1/4 of a capful of this, okay? I just as rather use household cleaner, but they both work good. Thieves cough drops, oh my word, you guys, don't ever be without Thieves cough drops. If you were here, I would give you some, but you're not. That's the downside to Zoom. These are the most amazing things in the world. Like, you know how, and they're not harmful. You know how like you put holes in your mouth and you're like, I really want the relief, and it's like wetting my throat, but I'm still coughing. Like, this will stop a cough. This, and then breathe again. You eat a Thieves cough drop, put breathe again on. Plus, remember, there is nothing else out there that kills 99% of viruses. It may kill bacteria, but nothing kills viruses. So if you have a Thieves cough drop in your mouth, you're actually kind of killing some of that bacteria. Plus, you guys, Thieves oil, daring if you will, when I start getting a runny nose at the first sign of any sickness, or somebody else is sick in my house, me and my 12-year-old both, we will take Thieves, a drop of Thieves on a Q-tip, and we'll swab our nose with it, because the inside of your nose is the perfect temperature to breed the cold virus, right? So if I'm swabbing Thieves up there and it's eating all that, it feels like you're snorting a red hot, okay? Totally feels like you're snorting a red hot, but it goes away in a few minutes, and I will get rid of my runny nose. And then if you keep up with it, the runny nose won't come back. If you don't, it'll come back, and then you swab it again and it goes away. Let's see, what else do we have for thieves? We went through thieves floss. Is there, let's see, oh, this stuff. They make it in a white bottle now, but this is just a little thieves spray that you can just spray your hands wherever you are. They make thieves hand sanitizer too. I love the spray. I spray my carts. Again, those wipes that are in the stores, not only do they only eat bacteria, and what happens when you go to a doctor, they say it's a virus, go home, there's nothing we can do, right? They eat viruses, right? Like 99.6% of bacteria and viruses. That's why Thieves is so amazing. You can spray the countertop off. I worked in a restaurant. I know when you wash the things with an old washcloth that's been sitting there for a while, it's not doing anything, okay? So Thieves spray before you eat, spray your kids' hands, spray your steering wheel, spray whatever you want to spray, but I keep a couple of these with me. Yeah. No, honey, I'll be in just a minute. So this is, again, another great product to just keep in your pocket or in your purse or in your van or all over the place. When Evs was sick and he was quarantined to the sick bedroom, I had this like right outside the door, and I'd like go spray it. Okay, like my husband was like, you know, if I ever get sick, I'm just going to a hotel. I don't want to feel like I'm quarantined in this house. But you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Any other Thieves products that you guys can think of that we have not gone over? There's so much that we can do, make and takes, making our own everything using Thieves oil. What I will say is there are some oils that work really good in addition to Thieves, as far as, you know, we're not supposed to say antiviral. We could get in trouble for that, but I'm just going to say it anyways. So there are oils that have very good antiviral chemical constituents in them. If you have questions about what you can use, there's a website called PubMed, M-E-D, PubMed.gov. Okay, and I went to go search for influenza. It's like you can search medications, you can search essential oils, you can search all these things that they have done clinical studies on. So I went and I was like, well, for the heck of it, I'm going to see what it says about influenza and essential oils. So I just put in my search bar influenza and essential oils, and it said that after testing 63 different essential oils, that 3 of them came back with anti-influenza properties, and they show the picture of the little petri dish or underneath the microscope, and it was marjoram, anise, which I don't believe we have, and clary sage. So clary sage is one that like that's a woman oil. So I was just using marjoram over all of us, right? Bottoms of our feet, up our spine. A lot of times bacteria will sit in our spine. So everybody was getting marjoram on the spine. And that was one of them. And then Sherry Ross said, Exodus 2, Ravensara. Let's see, Exodus 2, Ravensara, and lemongrass. She said if you can take a whole bunch of that in a capsule, take it internally. But of course, the kids won't do that. So they just did it. We just diffused it and put those on the bottom of our feet. Lemongrass is like $6 for a 5 ml bottle, you guys. And it's one of the top antiviral oils. And it smells good too. So lemongrass is a really good one to have. And then, what is the other ones? Raven. I never like go without Raven in my house, because Raven is a very top, all those eucalyptus oils and stuff. Raven is the top antiviral oil. Melissa is, but that one's a little bit more expensive. So I stick to like the Raven, the lemongrass, purification. Jen O'Sullivan has a group. She does a lot of different research things. She has a group, and she says she uses purification like people use Thieves. She does purification up the nose, on the bottom of the feet, diffusing it. So like, always have something in your diffuser, you guys. Why not, right? It smells good, keeps people happy. Got a diffuser in every room in my house. It's like a chore on the chore list of things to do is fill diffuser. I don't care what you put in it, just put oils in it. So there's lots of different things you can do. Okay, essential rewards. Because there are some new people on here, we'll talk about essential rewards, and I'm also recording this. So essential rewards, there is, you guys, a Thieves essential rewards kit. Essential rewards is how you can save money when you order products, okay? Not only do you get subsidized shipping, but you also get extra freebies. You get that Young Living cash back, 10 to 25%, and you can start swapping little by little things out of your home. they also have different essential rewards kits. So if you go into the virtual office and you're in your essential rewards part, you will see that there is a Thieves ER kit. There's a Ninja ER kit. There's a couple maybe supplement ER kits. And this means that they had, like, I think you save an extra 20% or something if you get the Ninja Red ER kit. So if you don't need, if that's a lot of Ninja for you, then you just order it then and let that last you throughout the next however many months till you are out, and then you order the Ninja ER kit again, because that's how much saving it is, okay? The Thieves ER kit includes Thieves Oil, Aroma Bright toothpaste, Thieves Cleaner, the mouthwash, two bottles of Thieves Cleaner, 2 bottles of the hand soap, 2 bottles of the hand purifier, and then 2 bottles of the Thieves spray. So when people are like talking about what's the next best thing to order, when they're getting their kit and they get on Essential Rewards right away, but you have to set up a template for the next month, I'm like, dude, let's put this Thieves ER kit in there, and then tomorrow, I've already explained to you so much information, you're probably feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, but tomorrow, let's chat, and we'll go over this Thieves class together. It's Essential Rewards is the smartest way to order, okay? Instead of purchasing your cleaners, your toothpaste, your veggie wash, your hand soap, your air fresheners at the store, you now can order them through Essential Rewards, and all you need is a $50 a month, 50 PV a month order to stay on Essential Rewards. You can change the product all the time. You can change the date. If I always say set it for like the 10th or 15th of the month. That way, if you're not ready by the next month, push it back 5 more days. Is there anybody else who needs product that you could throw on your Essential Rewards order and then get the points for, or get the freebies for, right? Does your neighbor need anything? What else can you swap out of your home? So some people think that they have to order $50 a month of oils. And oils last forever. So don't just order oils, right? Plus, oils aren't in everybody's budget. So don't pay for the oils. Start stocking up your supply. Most of these are free, because every month I do order the stuff that I would buy at Walmart, but anything I can buy through Young Living, even my spaghetti, you guys, I buy through Young Living instead of at the store, and then I get all of the free oils. I think I have like 7 nutmegs here because one month I needed a whole bunch of stuff, right? So every time that you order on ER, you're going to receive that 10 to 25% back in ER points. And then you can cash in for the free products. Cash in for some Master Formula, the most amazing multivitamin ever, okay? Way better than a store credit card that only gives you 5% back, right? And then here's another tip on getting more for your money. Pay with a credit card that gives you cash back or airline miles, so you get even more bonuses on top of the Young Living bonuses, right? When your Essential Rewards order reaches 100 PV, you will get that first free tier. This month, I think it's cedarwood, right? When it's 190 PV, you get more. 250 PV, you get more. 300 PV. PV is product volume or personal value. Most things are equal PV, dollar for dollar, okay? Some things like the starter kit are not, and that's because we're an international company, so we have to have like an international pricing kind of thing, okay? Like rose oil is not equal PV. So the things that are not equal PV, you also can't use your points for. But anyways, this month we also have a 400 PV tier. And then on top of that, if it doesn't get any better, right? You also get a loyalty gift at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months, and then every 12 months after that, which is super cool. You'll get usually a free extra oil. Sometimes people don't even notice it though, because they're like, oh, I must order this oil. It was probably your free one, okay? There is a way, you guys, maybe you have people that aren't interested in the oils, but guess what? They definitely want to be educated about how to get their chemicals out of their house after reading this class, right? Text them the sway link. People that you love, text them the sway link and let them get started with the Thieves Kit. It's awesome because it's, number one, it's consumable products. It's things they will keep ordering, right? But also because you just heard how awesome it is. So start to ditch and switch. Your first thing, if you're like, well, I don't know where to start, just start by getting the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit and ditch all the products that it replaces, which is so many products, okay? They do have a Thieves Premium Starter Kit instead of an oils one. It works the same way. It gives you a wholesale account, And if you're the one sharing with somebody, you get that $50 bonus check back in the mail to help pay for your products. We don't pay advertisers, we pay word of mouth. That's why it's such a phenomenal company. So if there is anybody new on here and they want to get started, I think everybody on here is a member right now, but if you send this Zoom recording to somebody and they say, you know what, I really want to get started with that, come back to the person who invited you to this class or who shared this class with you, and then ask them how you can get started. Because instead of just going to the website, youngliving.com, and ordering and, giving somebody else that benefit, that $50 sharing check, why not bless the person who invited you to this? And then that being said, if you do bless somebody with a kit and you get that $50, just think about, how can I invest into them by maybe sharing with them. Like, I love these books. I order these in bulk because I really am a believer of Thieves. Okay, so these are from discoverlsp.com. They're like $2, $3, something like that. And it's 350 ways to use the Thieves product line. It's awesome. Super, super cool. Let's see. If you want information on anything in this class, let me know and I'll share it with you. The one thing I just want to end with is the story of Thieves. For those of you that don't know, it's kind of cool. Back in like the 15th century, everybody was sick. They were dealing with plagues. So everyone was sick and dying. And there was a group of people that were actually they were staying healthy and they were robbing the people that were sick and dying. And the king captured them. This is the story. This is how the story goes. The king captured them and said, if you tell us your secret on how you're staying healthy, we'll let you go. And so they said they were using a blend of eucalyptus. It was probably herbs at the time. Eucalyptus, rosemary, cinnamon, lemon, and clove. And he said, thanks for telling us. We're going to kill you anyways, right? I know, fun ending to the story. So sad for them. But anyways, that's where we get our Thieves blend. That is why it is called Thieves.
I usually leave that part of the story out.
Right? I think it's a fun part of the story. Sorry, you just stole from everybody else. Off with your head. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. What are your questions? I feel like there was some questions that got popped into the chat, but I can't see the chat. Let me stop share. All right, let me check out the chat. Let's see. Christine says she adds lemon myrtle to her Thieves cleaner. Oh my gosh, that would be heavenly. I love lemon myrtle. Been using ER to do the ditch and switch.
It's also very energizing,
I bet.
the lemon myrtle. So I do it for my staff at work in the summer, so they move faster.
Yes, that's awesome. I love it. I like it. Jenny says it's better than the Menards 11% rebate and it's credited to your account. Then you don't have to worry about where you place the rebate, which I have one up there that's probably supposed to go by today. Now I'm a little frustrated. Totally forgot about that. Good point there, Jenny. Anybody have any questions on Thieves? Any of the products, Essential Rewards?
I don't necessarily have questions, but could you send me the link to share?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want just the Sway link or do you want the Zoom recording or both?
Well, both actually, because the Sway link I thought I'd share with the girl that I have interested in the products.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. And it's a cool Sway link.
Did you talk about hand sanitizer?
Yes, yep. Well, I
Yeah,
didn't,
okay.
I mean, we have hand sanitizer. I didn't go in depth in it, but do you want to share something? Or you want to learn about it?
I think it's great, but I'll let you talk about it.
So Thieves hand sanitizer is really cool because it kills 99.6% of bacteria and viruses, right? But it doesn't disturb the normal gut flora. So if you go into like working in the hospital, oh, that was terrible. You're constantly doing that hand sanitizer. It actually will it will eat all of the good. You have good and bad bacteria, right? There's bacteria that's helping build your immune system. But if you use like Purell, you're actually, doing yourself harm because you're getting rid of the stuff that actually helps build your immune system, and it's destroying your gut too. So it inner defense, when you take an antibiotic, it destroys all the flora in your gut, all the stuff, and your gut is like your second brain, you guys. So when you one dose of antibiotic is like wiping out the rainforest in your gut of healthy flora. And that's where the probiotic is going to come in handy to replace that, okay? But it's the same thing when you're using a hand sanitizers or anything that says that it kills 99% of bacteria. It has stuff that also kills the good bacteria, and Thieves hand sanitizer doesn't. So that's a really great reason. It also doesn't have like the harmful alcohols. So the alcohol can come in a varying amount of constituents, and there's safe alcohols and there's not safe alcohols, and ours is just full of all the good stuff. So thanks for bringing that up. Any other like questions, comments, concerns? All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join. I hope you guys learned some things. I hope you thought of people maybe you want to share this with. And sorry, kids, life happens. I'll be trying to do more of these classes monthly. I know that people would much rather see it on Facebook Live, but then I don't get to see you. And I like to see everybody and interact with people. So I will post the link to this. Sometimes I'll do it Facebook Live. Sometimes I'll do it Zoom. But if we have it Zoom, please hop on. Please interact. And these classes are open to everyone. So like Linda said, Linda messaged me tonight because when I copied the link, it didn't give you the link in a shareable format. It just let you click on it. And I don't know how to fix that. Maybe I'll put the link in there twice or something. But anybody can hop on these classes that are not Young Living members and people in our team. So if you don't want to do an intro class, right, because you just are nervous or whatever, I'll do the classes over Zoom. You can invite whoever you want, and then you just follow up with your people. So when you see Zoom links, they will be shareable for your friends and family that you want to get information to. So you can absolutely 100% invite people to this, okay? And I will be doing a different class monthly, and then we'll also be doing a business building one monthly, and then we'll also be doing just an intro class. So I'll get some of those events made up for the next month, and then hopefully we'll get more and more people on. So you guys have a wonderful night. I promise you tonight I will not go to bed without posting the Sway link and posting the recording to this Zoom, okay? It will be in the station, in the Transformation Time station, okay?
The Zooms are great to use for people who are out of town or out of state too that you're talking to. So
yeah, absolutely. We do stuff like this in our town like monthly, and then it's like all the people that are farther away don't get to get the information. So it's always better if you can get to an in-person class, but if you can't, then this will do. So good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.